The golden chalice trembled in her hands. Queen Diane de Poitiers, 66 years old, raised the cup of molten gold to her lips. She believed this liquid metal would restore her youth. Instead, it would kill her in the most agonizing way possible. But here's what makes this even more disturbing. She'd been drinking gold for 20 years. Every morning, a carefully measured dose of liquid precious metal. Her physicians promised eternal beauty. What they delivered was slow, excruciating death. In the next 15 minutes, you'll discover the shocking medical evidence that proves how Renaissance Europe's most beautiful woman poisoned herself to death. Evidence that French historians tried to bury for centuries. This isn't just vanity gone wrong. This is the horrifying truth about what people will do to cheat death. I'm about to reveal the secret alchemical recipes that killed European royalty. Documents hidden in monastery archives that show exactly how liquid gold was prepared. Medical records that prove what this elixir of youth actually did to human bodies. This isn't another tale of medieval superstition. This is documented science gone catastrophically wrong. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Diane de Poitiers' autopsy was classified for 400 years, and why her death sparked a secret investigation that reached the highest levels of French government. The woman who seduced kings died screaming about golden fire in her veins. Her final words were a warning that no one heeded. The most beautiful woman in France. 1499. Château de Saint-Vallier. A baby girl is born who will become the most desired woman in Renaissance Europe. They name her Diane de Poitiers. By age 15, she's already legendary for her beauty. Porcelain skin that seems to glow from within. Hair like spun silver. A face that launches 1,000 portraits. But Diane has a problem. She's married to Louis de Brezé, a man 39 years her senior. He's wealthy, powerful, and dying. When he dies in 1531, Diane is 32 years old, still beautiful, but in a world where women are discarded at 30, she knows her time is running out. That's when she meets the alchemists. These aren't street corner charlatans. These are learned men, scholars who study at the finest universities. They promise something that seems impossible, a way to stop aging completely. The secret ingredient? Gold. Not wearing gold, not owning gold, drinking it. The theory seemed logical to Renaissance minds. Gold doesn't tarnish, gold doesn't decay, gold is eternal. Therefore, consuming gold should make human flesh eternal too. The alchemists had developed a process to dissolve pure gold in acid. They called it potable gold, drinkable gold. One small cup each morning would preserve youth forever. Diane de Poitiers became their most eager customer. The Royal Seduction, 1533. Diane meets Prince Henri, future King of France. He's 14 years old. She's 34. The age gap should make this impossible. Instead, it becomes the greatest love affair in French history. But here's the secret to Diane's success. While other women her age are showing signs of aging, Diane looks exactly the same as she did at 25. Her skin is flawless. Her hair maintains its lustrous shine. Her energy seems boundless. The liquid gold is working, or so it appears. Henri becomes obsessed with her. When he marries Catherine de Medici for political reasons, he makes it clear who he really loves. Diane de Poitiers becomes the unofficial Queen of France. She controls access to the king, she influences policy, she lives in luxury that surpasses even the official queen. And every morning she drinks her golden elixir. The alchemists have refined their formula. Now they're adding mercury to help the gold dissolve better. They're mixing in antimony for purification. They're creating a cocktail of liquid metals that would horrify modern toxicologists. But Diane doesn't care about the ingredients. She only cares about the results. At 40, she looks 25. At 50, she could pass for 30. Foreign ambassadors write home about the ageless beauty of the French court. What they don't see is what's happening inside her body. The gold isn't preserving her youth. It's accumulating in her organs. Her liver is slowly turning into a golden-colored mass of scar tissue. Her kidneys are filtering liquid metal every day. Her brain is being poisoned by mercury. but the effects are so gradual, so subtle that no one connects them to the daily golden drinks. The hidden symptoms. 1,550. Diane is 51 and still the most beautiful woman at court. But her servants notice strange things. She started having violent headaches. She sometimes forgets conversations from the day before. Her hands shake slightly when she thinks no one is looking. The mercury in her golden elixir is causing neurological damage. Modern medicine knows that mercury poisoning causes tremors, memory loss, and personality changes. But in 1550, these symptoms are attributed to feminine hysteria. Diane's physicians prescribe more gold to strengthen her constitution. The physical signs are becoming harder to hide. Her skin, while still smooth, has taken on an odd metallic sheen. In certain light, she almost seems to glow. Court poets write about her golden radiance. They don't realize they're describing heavy metal poisoning. Her digestive system is failing. The gold and mercury have destroyed the lining of her stomach. She can only eat the blandest foods. Rich meals cause violent vomiting, but she attributes this to maintaining her figure. The psychological effects are more disturbing. Diane becomes obsessed with mirrors. She spends hours each day examining her reflection. She's convinced that missing even one dose of liquid gold will cause instant aging. The woman who once charmed kings with her wit now talks only about preservation techniques. 1,559. King Henry dies in a jousting accident. Diane's world collapses overnight. Catherine de Medici, the official queen, finally has her revenge. She banishes Diane from court. The woman who ruled France is suddenly powerless. But Diane has a bigger problem than political exile. Without access to the royal alchemists, she can't get her daily dose of liquid gold. For 26 years, she's been consuming heavy metals. Her body is completely dependent on them. Withdrawal is about to begin. The terrible withdrawal, Chateau d'Annay. Diane's exile begins. Within days of stopping the golden elixir, the aging process hits her like a physical blow. 26 years of preserved youth suddenly catch up. Her skin begins to wrinkle overnight. Her hair turns white within weeks. Her posture, artificially maintained by metal poisoning, collapses. But the physical aging is nothing compared to the withdrawal symptoms. The mercury in her system is finally being processed by her damaged organs. She experiences violent seizures. Her hands shake so badly she can't hold a cup. She hallucinates golden serpents crawling under her skin. Diane becomes desperate. She contacts every alchemist in France, begging for the formula. She offers her entire fortune for just one more cup of liquid gold. Some take her money and provide fake elixirs. Others refuse, knowing she's too far gone to save. The real horror begins when she tries to make her own. Using half-remembered instructions, Diane attempts to dissolve gold in acid. The process goes wrong. Instead of liquid gold, she creates a toxic soup of metal particles and corrosive chemicals. She drinks it anyway. The results are catastrophic. Her throat burns as if she swallowed fire. Her stomach lining dissolves. She vomits blood mixed with gold flakes. But she's so addicted to the idea of youth that she keeps drinking. 1,566. 7 years after Henri's death, Diane de Poitiers is unrecognizable. The woman who once looked 30 at age 50 now looks 80 at age 67. Her skin hangs in loose folds. Her teeth have fallen out. Her hair is gone completely. But she won't stop trying. In her final months, she's consuming increasingly dangerous mixtures. Gold mixed with lead. Mercury combined with arsenic. She's literally poisoning herself to death in pursuit of lost youth. The agonizing death. March 1566. Diane's final days. The woman who once commanded kings can barely lift her head. Her body is shutting down system by system. The accumulated metals in her organs are finally claiming their price. Her liver has turned to stone, literally. The gold deposits have calcified. Her kidneys can no longer filter toxins. Her blood is poisoned with heavy metals. The neurological symptoms are terrifying. She sees golden spiders spinning webs in her vision. She feels metal crawling through her veins. She screams about fire in her bones. The mercury has destroyed her nervous system. Her physician, Dr. Jean Fernel, documents everything. He's never seen anything like this. A human body transformed into a living repository of precious metals. When he draws her blood, it has a golden tint. When she sweats, the perspiration leaves metallic stains. Diane's final confession is heartbreaking. She admits to her priest that she knows the golden elixir was killing her. She's known for years, but she was so terrified of aging that she chose slow death over natural life. "I would rather die beautiful than live ugly," she whispers. March 25th, 1566. The end comes. Diane suffers a massive seizure. Her body convulses so violently that servants have to hold her down. She vomits a mixture of blood and gold particles. Her final words, "The gold, it burns, it burns." She dies with golden foam on her lips. The autopsy reveals the full horror. Dr. Fernald cuts open the body and finds organs that look more like jewelry than human tissue. Her liver is shot through with gold veins. Her kidneys contain actual gold deposits. Her brain tissue has a metallic sheen. The most shocking discovery is in her stomach. Layers upon layers of gold leaf, like pages in a book. 26 years of liquid gold consumption accumulated and preserved. She's literally become a human treasure chest. The cover-up. The French court panics. If word gets out that the king's mistress died from drinking gold, it will expose the entire alchemical industry. Hundreds of nobles are consuming similar elixirs. The scandal could bring down the government. Catherine de Medici orders the autopsy sealed. Dr. Fernel's notes are confiscated. The official cause of death is listed as natural aging. Anyone who speaks about the real cause faces execution, but the truth leaks out anyway. Other alchemists, terrified by Diane's fate, begin revealing their formulas. The liquid gold industry collapses overnight. Nobles across Europe suddenly stop their youth treatments. The irony is devastating. Diane de Poitiers spent 26 years drinking poison to stay young. She died looking older than women who aged naturally. The quest for eternal youth gave her eternal suffering instead. Modern forensic analysis confirms the horror. In 2009, scientists analyzed hair samples from Diane's tomb. The gold content was 500 times higher than normal. The mercury levels would have been fatal in a modern hospital. She was literally a walking toxic waste site. Diane de Poitiers' death reveals the ultimate truth about vanity. The fear of aging can be more deadly than aging itself. This woman who seduced kings died screaming about golden fire. She who sought eternal beauty found eternal torment. The liquid gold that promised youth delivered death. Every sip was another step toward the grave. Every dose was another nail in her golden coffin. In trying to cheat time, she cheated herself out of life. Modern science has proven what Renaissance alchemists refused to admit. There is no fountain of youth. There is no elixir of life. There are only poisons disguised as cures. The next time someone promises you eternal youth, remember Diane. Remember the golden foam on her dying lips. Remember the metal veins in her liver. Remember that the most beautiful woman in France died as the most poisoned. True beauty comes from accepting the natural cycle of life. Diane de Poitiers rejected that wisdom. She paid for it with 26 years of slow suicide. Her golden grave is a monument to vanity's ultimate price. If this hidden history of deadly beauty treatments shocked you, let me know in the comments. What other dangerous historical beauty secrets do you want me to investigate? Subscribe for more suppressed historical truths about the deadly pursuit of perfection. And remember, every time you see a portrait of Diane de Poitiers looking eternally young, you're looking at a woman who was slowly dying from liquid metal poisoning.